most merciful. All the praise is due to Allah. We praise Him, we seek His aid, and we ask for His forgiveness. Dear students, I would like to welcome you in today's lecture, which is about semantics. As usual, first of all, we have to understand the definition, the meaning of semantics, and some semantic features, semantic roles. What is an agent, or the agent and the theme, and lexical relations. In lexical relations, we will study synonym, antonym, hypernym, prototypes, homophones and homonyms, polysemy, wordplay, and finally metonym. Now, as usual, first let us understand the meaning of semantics. Semantics is the study of the meaning of words, phrases, and sentences. Now, see here, this is some semantic features. Now, when we say the hamburger ate the boy, of course, this sentence syntactically good, but semantically is strange, and of course it is also not accepted, because the hamburger cannot eat the boy. The sentence, or the acceptable or the accepted one, is the boy, of course, ate the burger. Here I have just highlighted some important points here. Now, what is the agent and the theme? Now, in a sentence like, the boy kicked the ball. Now, the noun phrase, or this part, the boy, is called as the one who performs the action, and that part technically is called as the agent, because the boy performs the action. So this part is called as the agent. And the ball, this is, or that is involved in or affected by the action, by the doer, that is the boy. So the ball is called as the theme. Now, agents and themes are the most common semantic roles, although agents are typically human, like for example the boy, but also they can also be non-human, for example, and cause actions. When I say the wind blew the ball away, like for example a natural force, the wind, so this is non-human. Or a machine, a thing like a car ran over the theme, the ball. Or could be a creature like the dog. So it could be the agent could be human or non-human. Yes. Now, the theme is typically non-human, but can be also human, the boy, as in the dog chased the boy. So we cannot say that the ball should be also non-human. It can also be as a human, like the dog, this is the agent, chased the boy, that is the theme. Now, this part is important, lexical relations. Now, words, there is a relationship between words that we use in everyday English. So we often explain the meaning of words in terms of their relationships. Now, for example, when I say, or when we use this word conceal, of course we might simply say it's the same as hide. Now, this approach is used in the semantic description of language and treated as the analysis of lexical relationships or lexical relations. The lexical relations we have just exemplified as a synonym, that is like, for example, conceal, hide, antonym, shadow, deep, and hypernym, like whatever, daffodil and flower. Let us start with the first part in more detail. Now, this is when two or more words with very closely related meanings are called as, or the same meaning, they are called as synonym. When we use two or more words with a very close related meanings, that is synonym. Now, common examples of synonyms are the pairs of almost and nearly, like big and large. They have the same meaning. Broad and wide, buy and purchase, cab and taxi, car, automobile, coach and sofa, freedom and liberty. So these are some examples, common examples of synonym. Next is antonym. Now, two forms with opposite meanings. When we use opposite meaning, different meanings, so this is called as antonym. Now, some again common examples, like the opposite meaning of alive is dead, big, small, fast. Of course, the opposite of fast, the antonym of fast is slow, happy, sad, hot, cold, long, short, male, female, and so on. Next group is hypernym. Now here, when the meaning of one form is included in the meaning of another, the relationship is described as hypernym. Some examples: when I say animal, dog. So here the meaning of one form is included in the meaning of another. So the meaning of dog is included under the meaning of animal. Vegetable, carrot. Carrot is included under the vegetable. Rose, flower. Now, this diagram shows the relationship between a set of words such as, for example, animal, ant, for example, and so on. So, when I say animal, I can say dog, horse, snake. Insect as cockroach or ant. Vegetable, the name, the form of carrot is included in the another form. Next is prototypes, and prototypes is the idea of the characteristics instance of a category is known as the prototypes. Now, what is prototypes? When I say, or when we give the category label of furniture, we are quick or recognize chair as a better example than bench and stool. When we say clothing, we recognize shirts quicker than shoes. When vegetables, of course, we consider carrot before potato and tomato. So it is an idea of characteristics instance, which is known as prototypes. Now here, homophones and homonyms. When two or more different written forms have the same pronunciation, they have different form, different written forms, but they have the same pronunciation here, they are described as homophones. Some examples here, when we say meat, meat, and meet, meat, the pronunciation is the same, but the written form is different. Flower and flower, again, they are totally different things. The pronunciation is the same, but the spelling is totally different. Right and right. Right, we can say right for right side, right hand, and right to an action, to write something. So the pronunciation is the same, but the written form is different. This is called as homophones, or two, two, two. Again, three different forms, three different written forms, and the pronunciation is the same. Polysemy. When we encounter two or more words with the same form and related meanings, we have what is technically known as polysemy. For example, when I say head, head could be or used to refer the object or the top of your body, the head of your body, and also it can be, or it refers to a person at the top of a company or department. We can say a head of your body, a head of the company, or a head of the department. Now, this is called as polysemy. Some more examples of polysemy are foot of a person, foot of a bed, foot of a mountain, or run. That is what a person does, or water does, or colors do. So this part is called as polysemy. Now, wordplay depends upon the understanding here. Now, for example, Mary had a little lamb. Now, when we think, or here, we think of a small animal, that is lamb. But actually, in the comic version here, when we say Mary had a little lamb, it means that some rice and vegetables, or we think of amount of meat. That is a dish, a name of a dish. But of course, it is not an animal. So, the polysemy of lamb allows the two interpretations, either the animals or the, of course, small amount of meat. Metonym. Now here, the relatedness of meaning found in polysemy is essentially based on similarity. There should be a similarity in the polysemy. Now, the head of a company is similar to the head of a person, or a head of a person on the top of and controlling the body. There is another type of relationship between words based simply on a close connection in everyday experience. That close connection can be based on a container and contents. A container and contents. A container and contents relation. For example, when I say a bottle, this is the container. And what contains in, for example, water. So, this is a container and contents relation. Bottle and water. Can and juice. Container and content. This is the first connection. The second connection could be a whole part relation. A whole part relation. For example, like car and wheels. A whole part relation. Like house and roof. Or a representative simple relation like king, crown. Representative relation. The president, the White House. Using one of these words to refer to the other is an example of metonym. Now this is the end of the lesson, and here I want you to do some exercises which will help you to understand and to practice more about the lexical relationship. Please do exercises 4, 5 and 6 in page 123. This is the end of the lesson. Hope to see you again. Till then, have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.